But so this new presentation, it is providing a lot of information that people haven't been aware of. So it's a real opportunity to find out a lot of things that a lot of us had wondered about, and see for yourself whether it's something that's real or not. It's for each person to decide for themselves, like testing the new you song as some of the first steps to connect you to the real guidance and real education, and the possibility of earning your way out of these psych realms, which are the physical, that's this material stuff, and the astral, which is like emotional stuff, and the causal plane world realm, like memory stuff. And then you have the mental, like the mind, like being like a computer, rather than what we actually really are. It's just another thing that the real you uses here. And then there's the etheric, which is the subconscious, like intuition. And then there's a deep, dark border. And that's like a shell that we have to have some real guides escort us through to get into the real universes, if we're to that point where we've earned our way and we are allowed to be in the real universes of real freedom, where there's real love and there's no authorities and nobody controlling anybody. So all these experiences we're having here in these different realms and these psych realms looks like lessons that we all need to experience so that we can find out what's not real, to have a comparison to what is real in the real universes. Here we have this stuff called karma, or cause and effect, that sounds like it's one of the things that we are dealing with here in these lessons, that the new presentation is teaching those that are willing to listen and pay attention. And we get into things like so many people on Earth through the reptilian sacrificial religions have convinced people that there's a God. I guess you could call one of the beings on the mental plane there, the God that people are worshiping, is actually a reptilian. He has 3 heads. He has a benevolent head, which is the one most seen by the public. It shows itself as humble and caring and bestows a supposed concern for all, while in the unseen background lurks the 2 other supporting heads. The hard head, known as the evil one or the serpent. This head comes out when people need to be intimidated into believing in it and what it is deciding. Then, as it has its say, the benevolent head once again returns to the surface to continue the daily politics. The influential head is the most devious and cunning of the 2 and actually rules them. It never really shows itself in the same manner as the 2 others, but is always present as it binds those who are in agreement to its influences. These are things that man hasn't been aware of that are being presented right now here on Earth. So there's all kinds of, I guess you'd call it, information to check out for yourself.
Tim, we
I hear a little
have,
bird.
Yeah, we have Ariana's on, I believe. If she'd like to share anything about the new presentation.
Yeah, great. I hear your little bird just expressing what it has to say.
Yeah, so I'm not muted, huh? Can you hear
we
me?
can hear you. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was dozing off while you were talking, and I was still listening. And I just got a list today, speaking of what's in our air and water, of all the things that my water filter removes. And the list is unbelievable. People just don't believe what they're drinking, what they're breathing, because that goes into the water, what's in the air. And it's so harmful. Pharmaceuticals and chemicals and petroleum products, byproducts, and sludge and dirt and filth. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, it sure isn't pure on Earth anymore.
No.
With all of our air and water and food being made impure and unbeneficial in many ways, and these reptilians having their, whatever you call it, agenda or something to do what they want on Earth. This is called a human farming slave planet. And they're the ones that are ruling it with an iron fist. They control the governments, and they control the religions, and they control the educational systems that are on the earth that everybody's seemingly agreeing to, when actually they're about yeah.
For now. Yeah, they control the hearts of people. When I try to talk to some people, they're so stubborn, and they'll get mad if you try to say something different that they're not used to, that it's not pushed into their brain.
Yeah, it is amazing, this thing we call life, and so many think they know so much about it, and actually, when you think of eternity, that the human mind can't even have any idea what it is forever, how little we actually know about life, real life. But then we all have forever to find out, to have all these experiences. And it's so important for those that don't want to be controlled anymore by authoritarians, and to have this new presentation in their life, to find out a way they can earn, whether it's through this process of trying to help our physical little speck of dirt become healthier and better. Maybe that's a way of earning a way of getting to earn your way into the real universe is out of this. It shows that you care about life and what's natural instead of the unnatural stuff that's going on. The earth don't seem to be doing too much about what's being done to it right now, but any time things can change. The earth could all of a sudden decide that it's had enough. Whether it's through earthquakes and volcanoes or what, it can all of a sudden, just like Atlantis we've heard of, or Lemuria, or who knows how many others, or even different planets that have been to the point like we are now, that we either take advantage of the opportunity or we don't. We have to decide. Yeah, go ahead, Ariana.
Yeah, it may not be a disastrous thing. It may be a gentle thing, and that nature will come back. There's a lot of people thinking, oh, the whole earth is controlled. Looking at the weather from satellites, now the westerly winds that have been going on since who knows when, from west to east, they're completely going from east to west now. It's a complete opposite. Everything is so screwed up out there. And what else was I going to say? I can't remember. Since I've come into the new presentation, this idea of eternity and forever has kind of pulled me out of a depression where I'm thinking, oh, it's useless. Oh, I'm old. I'm getting older. There's nothing going on. I feel like 1,000 times different inside, that things are wonderful, and I can go on, and there's no end to learning and doing and helping others to wake up, and I put out some things, and there are some people that agree, and gives them a little bit of hope, and I try to turn them on to the projects and the wonderful worldwide educators, and well, hopefully there'll be more and more.
Yes, Ariana, let me draw the listeners' attention to another website, turfclub.club. It's turfclub.club, and this describes the rainforest projects that we have initiated. And I'll read you one little section of this website here to give, again, the listeners an idea what we're doing and what we could use for support. We are inviting you to support our all-natural environment, total universal rainforest projects for everyone to better survive on Earth. We are looking for land, particularly in Baja, Mexico, to create rainforests to supply and create total ecosystems with pure water, air, and food grown with the sincerest intent for all to survive, thrive, and be supported, and have a real focus while on Earth without the constant destruction and business as usual into a progress that realistically goes nowhere, but into more demise and ruin of people, animals, and other beings' health, and process of becoming more aware on Earth. So support us with land, real estate, gold mining and mines, financial and monetary support, vehicles, RVs, and other services, and goods needed. I hear the birdies. I think they're for it. Needed to fulfill our projects for everyone. The youth, children, and students of the world are in need of their real connection with the all-natural environment and how to be supported by it. We are providing our awareness, experience, and knowledge to share these projects for everyone. As this earth gets worse daily from everything's unnatural, chemtrails, HAARP, directed energy weapons, vaccines, pharmaceuticals, tap lining, bombing, chemicals and everyday products, like you mentioned in the water, Ariana, including our food and water, what we are providing and sharing becomes essential to real survival for everyone. Everyone knows someone, and eventually when we are able to be supplied and financial supplied the financial and monetary funds along with the land for total universal rainforest for everyone created by wonderful worldwide educators, our sincere intent to provide something wonderful for everyone, including the all-natural environment itself, we can begin to transform the centuries of deception, destruction, suppression, poison, pollution, dumbing down, veils, and acts that have not been for the benefit of you or the inhabitants of the earth. Step up and join us as we do something wonderful in so many ways for the all-natural environment that has produced the amazing beauty and sustaining lifestyles for all of us. This is your chance to do something real now. So this is just one of the little, well, it's a huge project that we're doing. We're trying to afforest or reforest. In this case, it's afforest, meaning there have not been forests there in Baja, at least for a very long time. Reforestation is when forests have been burned down or cut down and you're regrowing them. But afforestation is when there have been no forests there. This is basically desert. But it's possible there have been people, and are people doing this all over the world, where they bring in certain fungi and microorganisms for the soil. They bring in trees and plants that are suitable for the land. They, in this case, will be drilling for primary water, in which there's a water source. It's a renewable source. No matter what people say, it's renewable. There's more water underneath the earth than there is on top of the earth. You just have to find the right way of accessing it, and there are people that do this. And then you can have, because water is basically produced by the hydrogen and oxygen under the earth, and then it comes up to form our atmosphere, or rain and snow. So there's unlimited amount of water. So we have all the basically knowledge and information. All that is necessary now is a few dollars to begin the projects, and then we'll be bringing in the technical, the people that know all these wonderful, different, innovative, clean technologies. They'll be able to have an opportunity to develop them on the land, and we'll have self-sustaining communities that will make sense with the planet. Animals will start showing up.